All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 90 Wolf! 54. Hey, box drop. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Here we be,
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Mike 57. Let's go, Heavy. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And Thomas has it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second and 14. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
57 to Mike. 57. Look at me. Go.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 15. They'll try the left side. Langley, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
15. Let's see what you got. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Play it. Mike, hey, I'm coming after you. Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand off to their big tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Bo's the Mike. Mike's Bo. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hatchet. Deuce. And rip left. Check three. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 26-yard line.
Yellow. I go, Will, Eddie. Switch up. Yellow. 2. Watch 2. Bound to lose 1. Choose the mic. Yo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Choose the mic. Hey, tight. Mike 2, Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 9-yard line.
I don't need to. Check. 15. Check 52. 22 check bomber. 22 check bomber. Hero 15. Bang.
Now a give, right side. Langley, and good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
On Sunday. 43. 2. Delta. Watch 2. Check. Choose the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop.
And again, it's Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Trey Hendrickson in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Under 10, 10.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. Yellow, yellow. Watch two. Watch two. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Color. Check the.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Burton here. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 24. Check 24. Check. Crunch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Attack, attack! Check! Orbit!
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Check safety, check attack, attack!
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
43! 43!
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete, right around the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, Langley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Wilson. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Down. Hand over. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You got nothing left.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Attack, attack!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch one. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Burton. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. We got it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes going to throw. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check three.
Now a give, right side. Cowan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Choose the mic. Attack. Mike 2. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Let's get there.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 9, check 9. Jim. Wide, get wide. Check 43. Alert flare.
On first down, Langley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
SOS. Watch the edge. Big edge. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Langley, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
There. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another carry for Wilson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's French. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Man, I got you. Check. Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Wilson with a first down carry. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run again with Wilson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
50 seconds to Mike.
Ready? On first down, Wilson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
61, matchbox light. Watch twins.
2nd and 2. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get ready. Check. Lucky. Topper.
2nd and 6. And Thomas has it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54, check. Watch 54. Hey, Alpha. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
15. You're not ready.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
1st down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He gives it up. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down. Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
He pitches it out. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
2nd and long. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Bang it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Check. I got it. By 7, let's go. Hey, 57. Kill.
Back Back to throw. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 73 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's back to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 1st down, Langley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shit. Alert 3, alert 3. 15. Check 24, check 24. Shit, watch the shit. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 0-15. Check 99. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Langley, and he'll get this up to the 4 right about there. That's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for the Chiefs, they can